Hi guys, welcome to this week's video. Today I'll be using my Etcher Lab sketchbook and my Daniel Smith watercolor paints to show you a time lapse of my process for this particular watercolor portrait that I made earlier this week. So I hope you enjoy, and I will also be tackling the thought process I had in mind while I was painting. And yeah, so let's get into the video. My subject for this portrait is one that is inspired by imawonder on YouTube. I've been watching her videos lately, and I took inspiration from one of her portraits of a girl wearing a beret. I think it's one of her relatively popular videos, and I really like how it turned out, so I thought I'd give it a go myself. So here I'm just sketching it out. The composition is of a girl in a beret, and I added a sweater of a different color for my piece. I had a little bit of trouble with the proportions for the eyes, so I kept erasing it, but I think I got it okay once I started painting again. There's also a technique that I am using for the first time in this video, which is I put a layer of cobalt turquoise under everything as the first layer of paint before putting the usual skin tone colors that I use, which are composed of the Daniel Smith green gold, and I think it is the quinacridone rose PV19 color. But yeah, for this portrait I started with the underpainting of a cobalt turquoise in the places where I expect the shadows to be, and I feel like this added a little bit more dimension to the painting, and I'm really happy with how it turned out in the end. For this portrait, I am kind of taking a step back from what my usual process is, because as time went on, I've realized that I've become a little bit more impatient when I paint, especially with watercolor, and that's caused my values and my saturation to the saturation of the colors that I used to be a little bit off from what I intended to be, and things become a little bit more saturated than I expect. So for this painting, I've decided to take it slowly and build the face and the shadows and the highlights layer by layer instead of laying it down in one go, which is what I've done in my most recent paintings prior to this one. I also used moon glow for the shadows of the face on the right side there, and I really like the effect that it had on the painting, because I've found that I really like using purple colors as the shadows, especially for skin, because it just adds a different effect than if you were to use black or even brown. So yeah, that's something that I have learned through my 1 year journey with watercolor so far. I think I had a little bit of trouble with coloring the beret because I didn't necessarily know where to put the shadows and the crinkling, but it's a process. We live and we learn. And I think it ended looking relatively okay. Though fabric is something that I do want to get into painting in the future, especially this year, if I have time to continue to work on improving some of my techniques. For the hair, I haven't really found a good process yet with regards to painting hair, because it's just it takes a specific understanding of where the hair shines, and how much small strokes it takes for it to look okay but not too detailed, or for it to not be standing out from the rest of the painting. I also kind of did a little oopsie with the with the eyebrows, because I was still a little impatient, and I laid down the brown tones way too early, because that area was still kind of wet, so it kind of spread around into places where I didn't want it to spread. But with a little bit of paper towel and dabbing, and I think it was kind of salvaged. It's not that apparent, I think, in the video, but I notice it, and it's kind of annoying. But yes, I wanted to add little gold details with the Sakura poster colors, and I used that on her earrings, which is, I really like drawing like really long dangling earrings, and I think it's just, they're really pretty. So that's one of the details I add, and I decided to kind of just go ham on it and just put a layer of glitter everywhere using the poster colors, and there, it just made the entire painting look so much prettier for me, and I really like how it turned out. Although with the sweater, the dots were kind of messy, but it did add a little pizzazz to it. And I think it ended up pretty okay. So, thank you guys for watching this video. If you like this, I will be posting more videos like this very soon. And don't forget to like and subscribe, and comment down below what else you would like to see from me. Thank you so much. I hope you have a lovely day. Stay safe. Love lots. See you in the next video. Bye.